Our third timeline spans the latter half of the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century. Inventors, adventure seekers, imaginative thinkers, and transportation pioneers lead the way.
The Red Cross is in the news for helping out the people in Haiti. That made me feel good to know that the organization I founded in 1881 is still known throughout the world for giving people care and hope. So when you see that Red Cross symbol, please remember me, Clara Barton, nurse and founder.
Hello, I'm Thomas Edison. I made many inventions and involved communication, even though I have trouble hearing. I'm from the telegraph, so it could send and receive messages, and the telephone, so it sent long sounds instead of many short ones. And I say the best for last, the phonograph, which repeats what you said. I made many other inventions in my lifetime, so I don't have time to list them all.
I have helped Helen Keller since 1888. Even though she couldn't talk, I could just hear her saying inside. Anne Sullivan, I hate you. I made her be disciplined, and eventually we got to know and respect each other. I'm Helen Keller. Some people thought that just because I was blind and deaf that I couldn't do what they could do, but I proved them wrong. I was the first blind and deaf person to go through college. I was a writer, a speaker, and an actor. Dr. Alexander Graham Bell, the famous inventor of the telephone, was one of my best friends for my entire adult life. Through hard work and a strong belief in myself, I was able to accomplish many things. Early in life, I decided that it would take a lot more than being blind and deaf to stop. I wonder if I can make it around the world, me, a woman. People at the World newspaper in New York City are saying things like, "Nellie Bly, you can't do it. Women are too weak." But that made me more determined to prove them wrong. But I did it. Pretty good for 1889. And every single day of my journey, I wore the same blue tailored dress.
My name is Milton Hershey. You've probably bitten into my last name at some point in your life. When I was a kid, I'd save up pennies to buy candies. I became fascinated on how candy was made. I apprenticed to a candy maker when I was 13, and in 1900 I proudly created the Hershey's bar.
Success. Hi, my name is Wilbur Wright. In 1903, Orville and I made the first successful airplane. Our first flight took place in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Oh, and did I tell you I also owned a bicycle company? All of you are used to airplanes above you, but when myself, Orville, and my brother Wilbur Wright were growing up, there was no such thing as an airplane. So we were determined to invent a heavier-than-air flying machine. And we did it. So on a windy day in 1903, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, we made aeronautical history. But the funny thing was, lifeguards witnessed us making history. You can find my name, Henry Ford, on all the Model Ts in America. The reason for that is I invented not only one of the world's first cars, but also the V8 engine, which helped me win $100 in a car race once. 2 criminals stole my race money but left 2 notes. One said, "Your V8 engine can go as fast as a cheetah." The other note said, "Your V8 engine can leave any other car in the dust." My Model T came in any color as long as it was black. Still sport tough. I am Juliette Gordon Low. I was born on Halloween 1860, a year before the Civil War. In 1912, I founded Girl Scouts. I like to sculpt and I adore animals. Once I over my head to show my Girl Scout. Yes. You may know me as the first woman aviator to fly across the Atlantic. Yep, I'm Amelia Earhardt. I was once an Army nurse. Even though I wasn't very successful, I saved all the lives of the mice and cockroaches that came into my room.
I'm Walt Disney. My first cartoon drawing was a picture of my favorite pig on the barn wall. Later on, my barber came up to me and said, "Hey Walt Disney, would you sell that picture for me for 20 cents?" That's how my career started, at the age of 11.
I'm Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of the greatest American presidents. I had to overcome a disease called polio, which crippled my legs. Both my legs became paralyzed, so during World War II, I was confined to a wheelchair. To build confidence in my leadership during the war, the press never took photos of me in my wheelchair. But I didn't let the disease keep me down. I led our country through the Great Depression and a horrible world war.
I'm Eleanor Roosevelt. I was the First Lady, the wife of Franklin D. Roosevelt. I was the first lady to hold press conferences with newspaper and magazine writers. I also sat in on many of my husband's meetings. I didn't think I needed security, and I got kind of stubborn about that.
If I can make it alive, is what most people will be thinking when the plane crashed down the coast of China, but not me. I'm Anne Sullivan. I was the first American woman to get a pilot's license. I also broke the record time flying from California to Milton. I also wrote several books.
It is the beginning of 1955. The cat year, maybe. Maybe I'll use easier words. Oh, I did not see you there. I'm Dr. Seuss, as far as you know. Theodore Geisel Seuss. What you are here today is to experience my book, The Cat in the Hat.